I'd like to welcome Dr. Kathleen to talk a little bit about the upcoming uh, webinar series on Empower Her. This is a webinar series that that is going to be starting up again on October 5th. So Dr. Oshwat is the Chief of Surgery at Samaritan Hospital in Troy, New York, and the President of the Eastern Vascular Society. So thank you, Dr. Oshwat.
Thank you so much. It is a pleasure always to speak with you. And we're going to just jump on into the discussion. Empower Her was a webinar that actually Ruth Bush headed up and did a beautiful job with. And we had a lot of people listening to that and being, signing into the webinars. And so we decided that it was very successful and that we should do it again. So this year, Ruth and I, together with Lena Vargas and Rebecca Riachi, have come together to work on our next series. And we have 4 dates planned, and each of us will be sort of leading the discussion. And we've invited people from all over the world to join us so that we can hear more about them.
Just give us a brief summary about what the different topics you're going to be covering.
I would love to. So the first one is going to be on October 5th, and it's entitled Disparities. So we thought that would be very interesting to hear about disparities from a US doctor and hear about the disparities not only in maybe how among venous specialists, but also among the patients, and how do they access research opportunities, PIs, investigators, how are they chosen? And then we will have somebody who confirmed who will be speaking from her experience in India. Which is very different from the experience in the United States. And then we have a third speaker who will be coming from Europe and telling us her experience as a venous specialist when it comes to disparity. The next webinar will be held on November 16th, and Dr. Riachi will be the lead moderator for that. And she is going to be discussing ultrasound as a tool. How does she do it? And she's going to explain that. She's also going to talk about some tricks and tips, and she's invited 2 colleagues to join her. The following, or the third one in the series, will be in January, and Dr. Vargas is going to be discussing aesthetics. And she is in a well-known vein center where she works. And so she will be inviting her colleagues to discuss tips, tricks, and how aesthetic vein work is done. And then we're going to conclude in March with Dr. Bush as the lead moderator, and she's going to be discussing the topic of women leaders across the world. So we're excited, and we hope that lots of people will sign in and listen and ask lots of good questions and tough questions.
So you have a lot of different speakers from different topics, which I think is great to get all the different perspectives. Who should be signing in? Who should be logging into these webinars?
Well, we're really hoping that anyone who's interested, from trainees, students, all the way up to senior venous specialists. I think that when we have these open discussions, we learn from one another. And I think all of us have different experiences. When we share them, we learn from each other. And that's the goal.
This sounds really excited. Thank you so much. This sounds really, really good. Looking forward to the webinars.
Thank you.